So Tim Pool has been hammering home in the last few days about how much he doesn't care about Eliza Bleu, how much he doesn't care about the quartering, he doesn't care about Brittany Venti, he doesn't care about all of these people who have been talking about him, and yet he just made a 48-minute video talking about them, trying to disguise it under the guise of other topics like Hogwarts Legacy, and every single time it just goes back to the quartering, every single time it goes back to Eliza Bleu and the other people who have been making videos about him. As you can see, he calls them online grifter drama. Right here, he talks about the quartering, puts him right there in the title, and he's hardcore attacking the quartering. If I'm being real with you, he tells his subscribers that if you're subscribed to the quartering, then you shouldn't subscribe to him. And I think that that's a pretty wild statement, especially for someone who you're supposed to be cordial with. I think that's a pretty wild statement. Let me know in the comments if you agree or not. But we're going to get into the video because it is kind of a lot. I'm actually going to turn up the speed on it a bit because it's a lot to go through. He talks about Jeremy and he talks about other YouTubers like him quite a lot in this video. So we'll put it on 1.5 speed. I know Tim on 1.5 speed is tough to listen to, but we're going to have to do that.
Jeremy Hambley makes endless videos about me. I get it. They get traffic. You take a look at his Joe Rogan video. Jeremy Hambley makes a video about Joe Rogan and he gets 115,000 views. He makes a video about Tim Pool and he gets 232,000. We scroll down. Here's another video he makes about Tim Pool. He gets 243,000 views. He makes a video about Eliza Bleu, 61,000. This is what I'm talking about. Tim Pool blocks me, 317,000 views. I don't care. I'm talking about this only because I talk about what I care about talking about and what I think is important and what should be talked about. That is, if there is something that I think is impactful towards this world, I think we'll address it. I think we will. Typically, I don't talk about me because most people who follow me don't know and don't care. But I'll give you an example of what this is. Did I attack my own fans? The answer is no, I didn't.
He swears that most people who watch him don't know and don't care about these drama situations that are going on. Look at the like to dislike ratio. There's more than half. I think that there's more people who do know than don't know. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm crazy.
Didn't. Obviously, you're watching this. You're a fan. I never attacked you. Why is Jeremy Hambley lying on his channel? Just like the Young Turks, that's what people do. Their goal is just to make money, I guess. Now, of course, they'll accuse me of doing the same thing, but it's weird. I have no problem telling people who are spamming my chat to screw off. I don't care and I don't want your money. And then apparently they cancel their subscriptions, but I'm the person who wants money. I don't. I really don't. So let this be a more personal, let me address my goals and missions and what I think about all of this. I blocked Jeremy Hambley. Why? Because Jeremy Hambley is the rights or the anti-establishment version of the Young Turks. I never attacked my fans. On Timcast IRL in the super chat section, as people were asking me questions about Eliza Bleu, I pointed out, I'm not going to disavow someone I don't care about. Someone who'd been on the show 2 times out of 710 episodes. 2. Really don't care about Eliza Bleu. We book a lot of people. We booked the Krasensteins. We've booked Matt Binder. We've booked people who are on the left, and I certainly would say are more grifterish than she. But for some reason, these people care all so much about it. Well, it's fake. When Jeremy makes videos about Joe Rogan, he gets less views than he makes videos about me. That's why he does it. I don't like it. I can't stand it. And you know what? Hopefully, making this video will make these...
Look, that might be true for these videos that you're looking at right here. But I can say that in a vacuum, if you make videos about Joe Rogan versus making videos about Tim Pool, the Joe Rogan videos are going to get more views. It's just that Tim Pool is trending right now, and he's talking about blocking the quartering. He's interacting directly with the quartering. So, of course, when the quartering makes videos about Tim Pool, who is interacting with him directly, calling him out on his show, saying that he's an online grifter, saying that he's a liar, all these other things that he's going to say in this video, of course he's going to get more views. If Joe Rogan talked about the quartering and talked badly about him, or, whatever, if they were interacting in general, and then the quartering makes a video on Joe Rogan, I guarantee you that blows the Tim Pool videos out of the water. So that's very disingenuous to say. It's just because you're a hot topic right now. And I'm not saying that he's like a small YouTuber or anything like that, but to say that, your videos gets more than Joe Rogan's videos is pretty crazy.
People stop following me. I will make less money and I will be less relevant to all of these people because I will say it and I will say it proudly. I never wanted to be famous. I don't care about being famous. I don't care about being rich. I don't want your money. There are ideas that I care about, and if I care about them enough, I will talk about them. So by all means, keep making up your trash garbage and misrepresenting who I am and what I believe, Jeremy Hambley or the Young Turks. You're all the same as far as I'm concerned. I'll tell you what I said. On my show, I said, I believe Eliza Bleu is trying to be famous. And there is a PR firm that we know of that the belief...
Yeah, we're not going over that PR firm stuff again. We all know the theory. It's a really stupid theory that apparently a PR firm was paid to make this whole situation go viral. It's a small chance that it could be true. Like I said in my first video where I actually addressed this theory directly, I don't rule anything out nowadays. There's so much crazy stuff happening in the world that I don't rule anything out. So it could be true. There's a small chance. But regardless, that PR firm just turned us on to someone who is a complete liar, a complete fraud, and has been, taking advantage of trafficking survivors to make money. So regardless of if it's a PR firm or not, it's a situation that needs to be addressed and needs to be talked about. So who cares? It's not about Eliza Bleu. It's about what she's done and the bad things that she's done.
What do we have? Here we go. Tim Pool blasted for article. An article I didn't write. Shane Cashman wrote it. He works here. But he puts my name in the video because I guess people are obsessed with me.
Dude, we know that Eliza Bleu signed off on this article. We know that Eliza Bleu confirmed that it was okay for them to post this because she retweeted the article as soon as it was posted. There's absolutely no way that she could have read it after it was posted and then retweeted it. She retweeted it as soon as it was posted. It's like an hour and a half long read, the part one I'm talking about. So if Eliza Bleu is signing off on it, if Eliza Bleu is saying that, yeah, you know, giving the okay to post it, of course Tim Pool, the guy who owns the website, is going to sign off on the article and review it, proofread it before it's posted. It's a huge news story. Of course, it's going on your website. Of course, it's your article. As much as it's Shane Cashman's article, it's your article as well, dude. You own the website.
I would love it if people weren't. Tim Pool blocks me, 317,000 views, and they attacked me for doing it. There's literally nothing you can do in this.
Who else are they going to attack for you? Dude, you blocked the quartering. Who else are they going to attack for it? Are they going to attack the quartering for him getting blocked by you? Like, I don't understand what you expect to happen there. You block the quartering and people come after you for blocking the quartering because you're supposed to be anti-censoring. You're supposed to be pro-free speech and all that, just like Eliza Bleu was. So, of course they're going to attack you. Who else do you expect them to attack, dude?
Space. Jeremy Hambly, the Young Turks, Sam Cedar, they're not the only ones. The crew, Brittany Venti. I mean, these channels, I don't care for. They don't talk about things that are going to change the way you buy food. They're not going to help you raise your kids. They're not going to solve the problem of crime skyrocketing in your city. They're not going to help you understand why criminals are being let out of jails. But there's a large portion of the internet that really, really wants this. Absolutely loves it. Don't follow me if that's you. I don't know how to solve this stuff, but I'll tell you some stuff externally outside of all this as to why I'm done with it.
That wasn't the time where he told everybody to unsubscribe to him, not subscribe to the quartering, by the way. He says it again later on, but he hinted at it right there. He said, if you like this kind of content, please leave my channel. He said it right there.
I'm completely done with it. Cancel your subscriptions at timcast.com if this is what you want. I never wanted your money in the first place.
There it is again.
I asked for your memberships at timcast.com because we want to open a coffee shop. We want to open a coffee shop. The contractors are there. They're planning it because we want people to be able to come to a place to share ideas, to resist what I view as the corruption of what was once a great country, the degradation, the psychotic woke cult. That's what I want to do. What I don't care for is grifters, outright grifters. They'll accuse me of all of that stuff. Fine.
Yeah, if you don't care for grifters, look, bro, all of that is very noble, and I'm very respectful of that. Like, I'm glad that you're doing that. I'm glad there's people out there who are doing that because I enjoy that kind of stuff too. I want to see people talk about serious topics. I want to see people that talk about meaningful topics more than I want to see people talk about drama. But if you don't care for grifters, if you don't like grifters, then call out Eliza Bleu, who was on your show, because she's one of the biggest ones that I've seen yet. It's not that difficult, man. Like, I agree with everything that he's saying. You know, talking about the egg shortages, talking about the possible civil war, all that stuff is more important. But you can also at the same time talk about those things and disavow bad people who have been on your show. Just do that and none of this happens.
That's fine. But I'll tell you this right now. I'd have no problem, as I always say, hopping in my van and going down by the river and just living it and giving everything up. In fact, it'd probably be a whole lot easier. So I would appreciate it if people who followed Sam Cedar, the Young Turks, Hassan, and the Quartering weren't following my channel. Because
there it is right there, man. If he said, if you follow the Quartering, if you follow Hassan, the Young Turks, all of them, he lumped them all in together. Don't follow his channel. That's pretty crazy. And I saw Jeremy tweet about that. I don't know if it was deleted, so I'm not going to, try to archive it and bring it up on the screen out of respect to him. But I saw him tweet like, that hurt. And that would hurt me too. That's a pretty crazy statement.
Because I think this is the kind of lowbrow garbage that doesn't actually solve any problems. Tim Pool attacks his fans. It literally didn't do it. It's not relevant. It has nothing to do with anything. Why talk about this stuff? I get it.
That's like saying you shouldn't make Marvel movies or you shouldn't consume Marvel movies or any kind of entertainment ever, unless it's, political stuff. If we're being real, man, the stuff that Tim is talking about, it's more important, it's more pressing issues, but talking about it's not going to solve anything either. People have been talking about it forever and nothing's ever come of it. So you probably shouldn't talk, like all Tim is doing is just drama, but on a different tier. It's a different tier of drama. It's just political drama. It's the same thing. Yeah, it's two sides of the same coin.
Friend. He makes videos about me where he insults me and then acts like he was my friend the whole time. And we were friendly and cordial, but seriously, this guy would he sends me a veiled threat. He posts smack talk about me, he insults me and mocks me, and then he expects me to be his friend. No, I'm not interested in any of this. I'm not interested in being a leader to you. I'm not interested in being a leader to anybody. I'm not interested in being in Congress, being in politics. I'm barely interested in running a company.
I don't think he wanted you to be his friend. I think that he just wanted y'all to be cordial and, respectful of each other, which it seemed like you were. It seemed like there was a good interaction on Twitter. It seemed like there was all respect, all love between you two. Not saying that y'all are best friends, but then you just blocked him out of nowhere. And I still don't fully understand why he blocked him. If there was ever a statement made on that, then please let me know in the comments. But I don't think there was ever a statement made from Tim Pool stating why he blocked him.
What I am is somebody who sees problems and tries to talk about them. And is far from perfect and tries to be as honest as possible. As times change and new information comes in, my opinions probably do as well. I don't like hiding information from people. I think people should just know what's going on. And if the end result of all of this and all of the drama is that I just walk away and say, I never wanted to be in this position, I'd be happier for it. I'll explain to you, man. I hope you understand. Some things you need to understand when it comes to a job like this. Every day I see the likes of AOC, Sam Cedar, the Young Turks, Jeremy Hambley, making up weird grifter garbage nonsense to try and attract new fans. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm hoping that we can.
He doesn't care so much that he just made a 48-minute and 36-second video about it. That's how much he doesn't care at all.
Talk about egg shortages, and stuff like that, or the potential for cyber attacks, or as I often do, the prospect of civil war. In doing this job, my phone lights up nonstop. People are asking me for money. People are asking me for jobs. My email won't stop ringing. I get 500 to 1,000 emails per day that I have to just throw in the garbage. I get people saying things like, I need this from you. I want this from you. Why won't you have me on your show? I get people making up lies about why I couldn't have them on my show. I get people like Jeremy Hambley getting booked for my show, and then instead of coming on my show, he goes on some other show and then insults me. Then he goes on his platform and attacks me and tells everybody that I insulted them, called them bots, and it's just not true.
This whole thing is just so disingenuous, man. Y'all had a good interaction on Twitter, and he explained to you why he didn't show up to your show. Honestly, I empathize with Jeremy because he was saying he has really bad travel anxiety. He had a lot of things to do on the day that he was booked to do Tim's show. And I have a lot of travel anxiety as well, man. That stuff is very nerve-wracking to me. So I fully empathize with Jeremy. And y'all had a good interaction, and it seemed like there was an understanding between you two why the show didn't end up happening. I don't know what he's talking about going on another show and insulting him, but that's just kind of like what this group of people does, man. Like we bust balls. Like it's not personal attacks. It's not like attacking your character all the time whenever we make fun of you a bit. I don't know exactly what he was talking about, but I would venture to say that Jeremy didn't attack his character. He probably just joked about him a little bit, and then Tim got hurt. I just think this whole thing is very disingenuous.
So why would I want to be involved in a world like this? I'll still keep doing what I do because I enjoy doing it. And that's the only reason I do it. But I'll tell you, to have people who are once some of my best friends, this is what you get in this space. A friend of mine from when I was a teenager, I used to skate with every day, decides one day that his path towards acknowledgement is to make up lies about me because we've been friends, and that's his claim to fame.
And then he's just going to talk about how a lot of his friends turn on him and try to make up stuff about him to go viral and all that. And he talks about how he gets swatted and everything like that, which sucks, man. Like I don't think anybody should be getting swatted. That's horrible that happens to you. It really is. And it also, friends turning on you, that's just part of life, but it does suck. I would fight hard for Tim. Whenever Tim gets swatted next time, I will go hard defending Tim and going after whoever swatted him. I promise. I will make videos saying this is wrong. People should not be swatting people just for existing and speaking their mind. It shouldn't happen. It's absolutely wrong. But I feel like this entire video was pretty bad faith and very disingenuous, especially when it comes to his statements about the quartering, saying that you should unsubscribe if you're subscribed to the quartering and all that stuff. I felt like it was very disingenuous. Let me know in the comments what you think about the whole situation. What do you think about this video about Tim Pool addressing the quartering, Tim Pool addressing the online grifter drama with Brittany Venti? I don't know, the quartering. I guess he's lumping in Yellowflash, that umbrella guy, all those in there with him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you on the next one.